Hi there, thanks for tuning into Album ReBrews. Please note, we do drink while recording this podcast, and if you choose to drink along at home, we encourage you to do so responsibly. Enjoy the episode. Cheers.
Hey everybody, welcome to Album ReBrews, the longest distance music podcast. I am your host, Logan, the boy with the thinnest cock in the world.
Oh, Jesus. I am that pair of underwear way in the back of your drawer with like race cars on it for some reason. My name is Sarah.
I've got a big, dirty, stinking cock, and my name's Zach. And we've got a guest with us today. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello, I'm Cockaholics, the cock man.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
I'm not gonna lie, you stole my intro there. I was gonna go for the cock man. I was gonna call myself Big Nate, the boy with the thickest cock in the world.
Oh my God.
I didn't mean to snipe
There's
that
so
one
many
from
good
you.
ones. Yeah.
Amazing. Well, thank you for joining us. This has been a couple weeks in the works. We stumbled on Penis Music Volume 2, I think when we were recording either Nightmare Before Christmas episode or one of those. And our sense of humor is not very mature, and I think the minute we saw that, I mean, we're big fans of the original OG Penis Music track.
Obviously.
So you can imagine our excitement when we found two separate albums called Penis Music. Can you tell us a little bit about what the hell inspired you to do that?
So I used to live in a house with a good friend of mine, and I'm not sure where the joke started, but I used to wake him up at the most like inconvenient of times at like 4 a.m. and just be like, "Hey, Cockaholics is on, man," just to confuse him. And it was just like a made-up TV show I'd come up with in my head. And at one point, because we were both musicians and we were just kind of sat around, like lockdown had just started for us. So we were just kind of thinking, what can we do to waste some time? And I was like, you know what's popping off right now? That penis music song. Maybe we could do some penis music. Not like trying to put it out or anything, just like I said, like the first album, I said he should make 5 tracks, I can make 5 tracks, and then we'll just see if what we've got in like a day. So like the first album, we made 90% of it in like a day, and then we were just kind of sat around. I was like, we should put this out. So I went through like my SoundCloud account and got all of the tracks which were funny, but I'd never put them out. And then we just shipped it off to Spotify, and the rest is history.
I saw that either Volume 1 or Volume 2 just hit like 100,000 streams.
Yeah, it's Volume 1, I think.
That's so strange. Did you expect it to like sort of gain the traction that it ended up getting?
Not at all. Like we never set up like the people I used to distribute Spotify. They can like automatically like split like payments between people.
Yeah.
And we were both so sure it wasn't going to do anything that we didn't even bother setting that up. So I'm running off with all the money right now.
We'll edit that part out. So.
Nah, he gets paid.
So it's a duo then. It's you plus another.
The first album.
Was okay.
And the second album, like he kind of like started not like drifting away, but like he was a bit less involved in it. But I think it was just like he's got his own projects to do as well. But like yeah, he's still on the second album, like because we lived together. Well, we did live together, but you know, we just didn't do as much on the second album, and he's been getting a little bit less involved recently, but he's not out of Cockaholics.
No one is ever truly out of Cockaholics.
Yeah, what's
Yeah. the main cast, I guess, is like me, and then just like whoever, like all my friends, like because all of my friends are musicians. Like all we do is make music basically, and so whenever we all end up with songs that we just like, they're good and they're funny, but they're not like in the right style. So like I've got some good friends like Damien Farron and Nicodonia are both on Volume 2, and Nicodonia would like me to thank you for getting his name right, because no one ever does.
Yeah, that whole album was a trip. Well, and then there's an album or a song on Volume 2 that I wanted to ask you about, because it's called "We Sell 'Em Poop," and it sounds like there's some people on there thanking you for sending the track to them, or the beat rather. It sounds like there was a little bit of like feature work on this one as well.
Yeah. Those guys are hilarious. I don't know how they found me, but they messaged me on Instagram just saying we need to work with you. We need to work. And I was like, I listened to some of their music and it was like really funny. I sat down for like an hour and just listened to like every track they'd done. It was just absolutely fucking hilarious. So I gave them my phone number and I kind of forgot about it because I don't reply to people. I'm really bad at replying. And like they were texting me like because I said, yeah, I'll send you guys a beat. I'll send you guys a beat, and then like we'll see if I like it, we can put it on the album. And they were going, will you send me that beat yet? And I never responded. And they were saying, damn, you ghosted us, bro. You ghosted us. And I was so I kept ignoring it. I don't know why. It was not like I had like personal beef. I just didn't feel like replying. And then finally one day they wore me down enough to where I sent them not the beat for "We Sell 'Em Poop," but the the beat for, I think it's called "Cock Party."
Yeah.
And like they sent it back within like a day. It was like the funniest song I'd ever heard, and I was just like, yeah, that's going on the album. I've got another beat, because these guys were obviously like crazy talented. Like obviously it's funny music and they're rapping about penises, but you can listen to someone rapping about penises, and if someone can turn that into a song which I'd happily bump for hours,
Yeah.
then like you can tell that person's really talented.
So is there like a community or like a subgenre associated with like tongue-in-cheek like dick songs?
Yeah, I think there definitely is. I've been trying to think of the name of it. Someone once described as post-ironic meme core.
Yeah, I could feel that.
Which I really appreciated. It makes me sound more professional than I am. But there's some really good artists that are just rapping about dicks and stuff.
Yeah.
What got you into like this particular genre? Are there any artists that like inspired this album in any particular way?
I've got to say, I Fucked a Turkey.
Yeah.
Which is my friend Nicodonia, who's on the album. It's his side project. Well, I say was his side project. He hasn't really done anything with it recently, but yeah, that's like my main introduction to this weird side of music.
Yeah.
And then like all of, well, not Joji, but all of like Filthy Frank's music.
Sure.
I used to listen to loads when I was a kid.
Yeah, I did too.
And like those are the main two artists, I think. And then like I mentioned Ice Boy Ben, but like he's been doing this for too long.
Yeah.
And I think he's younger than me.
Do you like, speaking of Joji, do you have any interest in like making quote unquote serious music, or is it like more fun to do like the goofy stuff?
Yeah, I have another project. I just I like to keep it so far away from this one.
Oh.
I I don't know why. I like my privacy.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. We also have a serious podcast that we keep very far away from this one.
It's about stocks and politics.
And we all have alter egos also.
It's pretty much NPR. No.
Yeah.
And we are stone cold sober on that podcast.
It's unbearable. Do you so you do all of the production and everything on all these?
I'd like to say a good like 75% of it, but like I said, it's me and all my friends just working together to make something really funny.
Yeah.
So if I'm not producing something and it isn't just an obvious stolen beat, like when I just ripped off Beastie Boys and Travis Scott in one song,
That was pretty great.
Yeah.
then it's either me or one of my close friends producing usually.
There was like a minute at the start of quarantine for us here where I would stay up until like 11 or 12 at night, just like coming up with the shittiest mashups I could. So I totally understand like there's nothing else going on, time to make like a shitpost beat.
Shit post beat is a good way to describe it.
And also, like, I've already said to all the fans, like, when I started making Cockaholics, I'd just been fired because of like quarantine and everything.
Yeah.
So I was like, damn, I need to make some more money. So, and then when it started actually like popping off, proper popping off, I was just like, I'm gonna keep at this. Like, it's not making me too much, but like, you know, it's buying me a dinner every here and there. Yeah, I mean, the first two albums are distributed through some really bad distributor that takes like half of my money.
Oof.
So it's like, so I'm trying to get them moved over right now, but it's I did that because I didn't. You guys heard of DistroKid, right?
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
So like my main project and a couple of my other ones are distributed through there, which is probably the best one around right now. But I didn't want to have to pay an extra like $80 a year just to get this extra little artist on.
Right.
Where if I'd have done that now, I would have saved money. But like, obviously, I'm not going to trust an album about penises to save me money.
Yeah. Do you have plans for a volume 3, or you got other things in the works at the moment?
Yeah, I'm working on some stuff. Hopefully, we've got, if the label will allow it, which they are not allowing it right now. I've got an album of like just outtakes from the first two albums coming out called The Lost Penis Recordings. And hopefully we'll get that out soon because it's just some songs which were just too bad.
Oh,
And
of course.
Oh.
like, but I love them. I love the tracks. They're absolutely hilarious. And it was my friends who were saying, you know what, maybe like you've been hyping this album up for quite a long time. Maybe people will want something a little bit more polished.
Yeah.
like Schwizzle, who I mentioned earlier. I had him on the first track. It was called The Definition of Penis Music, and I texted him and he said, "Oh, can I rap about Nickelback?" I was like, "Do it, do what you need, man. You can rap about whatever you want on this song." And he sent me back. And I love the guy. He's so
my
funny. He's such a
God.
talented artist, but it was the worst song I've ever heard. He'll probably like hate me for saying that, but it was so bad. But I think that's definitely on the Outtakes album just because it made me laugh so much.
Yeah.
I couldn't even understand what he was saying, but he told me the lyrics. He's just screaming about his favorite Nickelback album.
I am looking forward to this release. That sounds amazing.
And then additionally, we've got a Discord server with like all the fans in, about 200 members, which is crazy. But I always like getting them involved just because they're all. It's the weirdest thing. They're all so like into it. They're all so like dedicated fans, even though it's a fairly small fan base. It's a couple of hundred people, but it's so crazy like how mad these guys go. So I wanted to like get them on stuff because there's a few musicians who are really talented, but they're not getting like any recognition for this because they're making such a niche genre of people who whose actually going out of the way to listen to songs about penises. But so I wanted to make an album calling it Ass Music. Ass Music Volume 1.
Oh,
and
that sounds great.
I want that to mostly be like the fans' music,
Yeah.
and just like they can send me songs and I'll get all of the money for it. It's just like I want to get some like really cool smaller artists out there.
It's so strange to me that this community, I mean, I guess they were always there, but they just needed something to sort of rally around.
Yeah. I mean, that whole community has always been there, like back to like Filthy Frank, like that. I think he was one of the first people to like bring it to the mainstream. Like he went on Jilly. He went on like Jimmy Fallon with like songs about like injecting memes.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy that he did that, and I think without him, like regardless of people's opinions of like the nature of his jokes and such, without him, I don't think any of these artists would be as big as they are right now.
Do you like that it's sort of like this niche, small community thing, or do you wish you'd get a little bit more recognition for it? Or is that like something you even care about?
I think it's nice to be small. I don't need to worry about what I say as much, which yeah, I'm always worried about stuff like that. But I'm glad it's kind of underground because I can kind of act out a bit more.
Yeah.
And like half of the comedy of these songs is the shock value. And I think if you brought it to a wider audience or a much wider audience, you've got a kind of it becomes a thing about like not legal, but like labels and shit. And I don't want to be like, I don't want Cockaholics to be like going into meetings and shit.
Yeah.
And I've got like label representatives saying, "Oh no, you can't make a song called Crib Death. you can't write a song about killing children." I was like, "Oh, come on."
Is this a project that like you hope to be able to perform live someday, or
Logan, I think you brought up a really interesting point. This Cockaholics project, much like our own podcast, is one of many like artistic endeavors like entirely formed and grown like in quarantine.
Yeah.
And I'm really, really interested to see how many projects and how many like live shows and things are gonna have a following that was like strictly formed in quarantine. It's going to be like,
Definitely.
I think, a new sort of movement of media.
Yeah. Spotify has a playlist called like Cyber Hits for like songs that are only popular because of TikTok or YouTube.
Yeah.
Which is like, that didn't exist 15 years ago or 20 years ago.
Right.
I reckon TikTok is the future.
Oh,
honestly.
I agree with you.
I like the app. I think it's quite funny.
I do too.
I happily like waste hours just scrolling on it, but like I can't believe it didn't happen before. Like it happened with Musically, but never to this level where they automatically distribute to TikTok now. So I make money off of it.
Oh,
like when people use my music in their songs. Obviously, they show ads every few TikToks, and it's not much, but I get a little cut of that now. And there's like these crazy artists that have blown up properly from TikTok, like XIX. Who else?
Doja Cat. Doja Cat blew
up. Well, yeah, she blew up like because she was always in like underground for like the last couple of years, but like this, like. What's this? It's Say So that blew up loads, and the other one.
Yeah, and now it's nominated for
is.
like a Grammy, which is insane. Yeah.
I don't think that would have happened if like coronavirus wasn't a thing.
Yeah, it's crazy.
We were talking earlier. Are you familiar with the website Genius for like lyric annotations and stuff?
Yeah, I'm an avid member of Genius.
Oh,
amazing.
Wonderful.
We wanted to go through some of your lyrics on Volume 2 and get a little bit more background info on them.
Okay.
And Sarah, you had a couple in particular you wanted to talk about.
I do, yeah. I have them pulled up. There were 3 songs that I thought it would be really fun to go through and annotate together.
Mm-hmm.
So the first one I have pulled up is Ketamine Junkie. I thought the lyrics here were delicious. And I just kind of wanted to, as is the usual on genius.com, kind of, know where your head or your contributor's head was at. So Ketamine Junkie, I'm reading off of the Genius lyrics page.
Okay.
So it starts with a great little introduction, get us hyped up, get us ready for the song. It says, A, turn the bass up. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. Turn the bass up.
Yeah.
We're getting excited.
We need a bit more bass.
Bit more bass. Yeah. But I want to skip that. I want to go right to the hook, which starts by saying, big dirty stinking cocks, dirty stinking cocks, big's dirty stinking ox, dirty dirky stinking, big dirty stinking cocks, dirty stinking cocks. So I just want to kind of go behind the lyrics a little bit. Where was your inspiration?
Baseline Junkie by Dizzy Rascal.
Oh.
That is one of the best songs of the past 20 years. Big dirty stinking bass, dirty stinking bass.
Oh, dirty stinking
And
bass.
I appreciate whoever wrote those lyrics up for making fun of me for not being able to read off of a screen. Because they absolutely nailed the parts that I just didn't read correctly. I'm so bad for when I'm in the heat of things, messing up like T's for K's and just missing out syllables.
Gotcha. Yeah, I was wondering if I had only like surface level looked this over, and I was wondering if this was like a reference to like the accent maybe, or but it was just like reading off of a screen.
I just can't read.
Oh, love that. Okay, so let's move forward a little bit in the song. So, we talk about cocks, penis, penis, penis. I'm a ketamine junkie. What? I'm a ketamine junkie. Tell him again. I'm a ketamine junkie. What? Was there any particular reference you were pulling from when you were writing those lyrics?
Well, yeah. I've always wanted to shout this guy out because, like, back in the day when I was just a youth, and I was more involved in, let's say, partying.
Mm-hmm. Wink.
There was a really good song I used to listen to, Activate My Party, called and it was Ketamine Junkie by this artist called Snares and Bladders.
Okay.
And like it was like in my mind, because I never actually pulled that song up myself. My friends always pulled it up because like we all used to listen to it. And in my mind, it was like a really popular song that everyone knew.
Uh-huh.
And obviously, like most people know, Baseline Junkie. And I was obviously referencing that song because it was just such a funny song. And in my mind, it was just a bigger song than it is. And now I feel bad because it's overtaken the song I've ripped it up from, the Ketamine Junkie one. So the only part I really nicked from that song was the Ketamine Junkie part. Like, I'm a ketamine junkie. What? Just because it was so funny, and I thought it'd be like a reference that it'd be like a wink, wink, nudge, nudge to like everyone who was like in that scene.
Mm-hmm.
But turns out it was just me and my friends really listening to it. So I feel bad because I've just stolen this guy's song.
Oh no! We'll link to the original in the.
Yeah, if Snares and Bladders is watching, I'm sorry.
I think there's one more bit of lyrics in Ketamine Junkie that I want to talk about. Some sick fucking bars. I'm a fiend for a big dirty penis. Cockaholics is better than Jesus. I love this sort of like bravado here. Were these your lyrics? Or was this
yeah. Me and Damien Farron, we basically got locked in together at the start of lockdown because he was round for a recording session, and then national lockdown, and so that's when I started really doubling down on the new album, and he was we were both just really drunk writing lyrics. And I think I came up with those first two lines, like that I'm a fiend for a big dirty penis. Cockaholics is better than Jesus. And I was stuck on those two lines for a good hour. And he and this is the most drunk I've ever seen him. He just turns around and goes, "People say our songs are genius. I say, can I touch your wiener?" And then he said, "Yeah," and then just cut all the music out and then just say, "Haha, no, I'm only joking. It's the skin on your elbow."
Just really throw it back to elementary school.
Yeah. And then that's the real star of the show, I think. Big fucking stretchy wieners.
Yeah.
Fucking stretchy wieners. I'm gonna touch your girlfriend's wieners. Stretch her elbow. She touched my penis.
Incredible! What an intimate moment to stretch someone's elbow.
Honestly.
I am excited to say I made a I made a Genius account using our podcast's email address. So these annotations are going live as we record. Okay. And so if we need to edit them, we can do so. But when we click on Big Dirty Stinking Cocks, album ReBrews does come up, which is very exciting.
Amazing stuff.
The next song
I'll be sure to correct your grammar later.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, I am pretty illiterate. I think. Okay, so the next song I wanted to talk about, I think it's pretty self-explanatory, but I wanted to talk about Big Gay Balls. We here on the pod are very we try to be pretty inclusive, very pro LGBTQ. We love the girls, the gays.
The theys.
The theys, yes.
Let's go.
I see Schwizzles on this track. Shout out. Very exciting.
Yeah.
So did you two collaborate on the lyrics here?
I just told him to write a song about gay balls.
Okay, yeah. And
this podcast is reminding me of sometimes I'll be on the toilet and I'll be thinking what would I say if I was on Genius Explained?
Yeah.
And this is it's my biggest nightmare because I'd have to sit in front of this big studio and just say, yeah, I was just drunk writing songs about penises.
I'm glad we can kind of
we've created
do
a
that
space.
in a lower stakes sort of setting.
Yeah.
The only lyric I really wanted to touch on from Big Gay Balls was I might be Western, I might be straight, I'm under pressure, I hear them say. And then we go into the chorus where it goes, gay balls. But I was curious what your pull from, it seemed like the Southern United States. Was that an inspiration for?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Southern United States and then just Western films.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, there are a lot of gay cowboys.
Yeah, that's what and it was, I think it was, it's so funny to me. The idea of how mad some of these guys would get if they knew there was gay cowboys.
Yeah, seriously.
It's I think it's the second country song on the album. I don't know. I think it'd be really funny to piss a load of cowboys off.
I agree.
Yeah.
Especially when they'd be looking for a different person, because I just use a different name for this. Everyone thinks I'm called Ian.
I love it. What made you pick Ian?
I went on a random name generator.
It picked Ian.
Yeah, it picked Ian Parry, and then there's a face reveal as well, which is, you ever been on This Person Does Not Exist?
Oh, yeah, it creates
yes.
a random face for you.
Yeah, it's just that.
Oh,
When I created that and I started actually using it, I originally created it for my main project. I needed to look more professional.
Uh-huh.
So I came up with a fake manager.
Love it.
And like that's the name that came up, but no one actually remembers that because I think I'm the only person in the entire world who actually looks up like artist information on the internet.
Yeah, yourself and us 5 minutes before we record. I have one last song I want to talk about. The last song I want to talk about with the Genius annotations is what it feels like to get kicked in the dick, because I think the lyrics here are profound. But in Genius, it says that the only verse is just balls, 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 and then at the end it goes, "Ow!"
Let me phone a friend real quick. Hey, I'm on a podcast. Don't dox me.
Okay, I won't do
that. What did you mean when you wrote the song "What It Feels Like to Get Kicked in the Dick"?
Oh shit. So sometimes I feel the medium of music in modern day is too focused in on lyricism. So I decided to try really get into the value of a single word.
Come on, man.
So I really tried to get the emotion behind balls and repeated that.
I mean, there's a whole lot of emotion behind it.
There's a lot of emotion.
Yeah, we're live on air right now. Is there anything you want to say
Oh.
to the viewers of the album ReBrews podcast?
You guys seem funny.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's all I got.
oh, thank you very
Love
much,
it.
Tom. We were really wondering, and I didn't want to like speak for you, obviously.
I'm taking a big shit. Do you want to hear it flush?
Yeah,
Oh,
go on.
Yes, please get
please.
that on the pod.
All
Yeah.
right. No, I need a wipe still.
Come on, man. Time is money.
Yeah, none of us are getting paid
All right,
here.
see you later, man. Have a good
Bye.
shit. Bye.
That
there
was
we go.
perfect. Thank
Wow.
you so
The
much.
the man behind the music.
Wow.
Some insight
Shout
right
out.
I know we're past halfway there. Cockaholics, are you a fan of the bits we do on the show? Would you like to do one with us?
Yo, go on then.
Hell yeah.
I still don't understand them all. It's amazing.
I usually think about them when I've had a bunch of coffee in the morning, and I try to make them music related, but not always. This is a bit I'm gonna call Death Snips.
Amazing.
And so I've got a snippet, about 1 second snippet of audio, and it is either going to be a Death Grip song or a piece of audio from this app I have called Meme Sounds, which has over 600 memes on it.
I'm excited.
Okay.
I'd like to consider myself a Death Grips fan, so I'm a bit worried now.
Would you consider yourself a meme fan as well?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
I
great.
think you'll do all right. Are you still drinking on your drink? Because we can play it as a drinking game if you'd like.
Let me get this down me and then open a new one.
Yeah, there we go.
Amazing.
And I'm just going to play a couple of them real fast because I think they're funny as fuck. I think that was
Grips.
Death Grips. Yeah, can you name the song?
Ooh. I can not, but I could probably go crazy to it as soon as it came on at a show.
That's No Love off the one with the dick.
Yeah.
That's the album. All
I hope
right.
they don't sue me for that one.
All right. All right. Death Grips or meme?
Ding, 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 ding. Go, 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 go.
There it is. All right, here we go.
That's meme sound.
Yeah, that's the Ghostbusters theme. All right, here we go.
Now, Death Grips are the kind of band that would sample pen, pineapple, apple, pen. But I'm going to say that's a meme sound.
I don't
think they did.
I'm really impressed that you recognized it. All right, here we go.
That's Death Grips.
He's pretty good at this.
I can't remember the song. I thought I was a big enough fan.
I'm not really grabbing deep cuts. I'm grabbing off their Spotify top 5. So I'm gonna
Oh,
put
for
some deep
sure.
cuts
Oh,
here. Let's yeah. All right, here we go.
Well,
I do wonder. Again, it's so hard to think, like, because they're so embedded in like meme culture. They probably would start a song with "Never Gonna Give You Up,"
right.
but it's got to be a meme sound, right?
Yeah, it certainly is.
You almost threw me off.
What was that?
Can we do it again?
Yeah.
Yeah, one more time. I think it's another. This is difficult. I thought this would be so easy. Is that a meme sound?
Actually, Zach, before
How do you guys
play
feel?
another
Do you guys
one-
want to do 2 more? I've got 2 more ready.
Yeah, I just
Two
wanted
more.
to say really quick, though, that reminded me that earlier I was thinking about the fact that I bet the Discord for the Penis Music Cockaholics fans is a lot like a Halo 3 lobby.
Maybe.
These guys are disgusting. I wanted the server. I didn't want people to join and be like, "Oh, I've got to change my username because it's got a rude word in it and everything." So the rules are: don't be a cunt. That's it. And the other one is like NSFW shit. We've got an NSFW chat because there's like a few kids in there.
Yeah.
And like, I don't mind swearing because they're listening to Cockaholics. They're obviously comfortable with swearing, but there was people joining the server and thinking, "Oh, I'm going to send a picture of a dick to this server because it's called Cockaholics."
Oh no!
There's
for the kids.
in
No.
here. They don't need to see that.
No.
But other than that, they are disgusting people. I hate every single one of my fans.
We're definitely gonna join after this episode.
We're definitely gonna join.
We're definitely on that.
They're
Discord
amazing
server.
people. They're all amazing. Good, 2 more. See if you can get me. If I
here we
get
go.
one wrong, I'll finish this entire drink.
Okay, please do.
High stakes.
My mood's lit.
Nah, death grips.
Yeah.
What? Push me. Oh shit! One more time. That's a death grip song, right?
I'm sorry.
Oh, what's the sound? It's even now. It sounds like a death grip song.
Some of the audio is real crunchy on that meme app.
All right, let me
Zach,
get
is
this
that
thing
just a
down,
rip
man.
of the actual song?
Yeah.
That beat is
I wanna
actually
s-
kind
I
of hard.
Dude,
I want
the
to see if
Space
I can
Jams?
get some glug glug glugs.
Oh, please do.
Fair enough.
I always feel like I'm gonna like explode it into my mouth when I'm sucking on it.
Spoken like a true
Well, I will
cockaholic.
Yes. I will say you are a Death Grips fan because you only got 1 wrong out of like that 10 or 11.
This stuff is so gaseous.
Oh boy. Well, I think we're kind of coming to the end here. Was there any other stuff you guys wanted to hit on?
I don't know. I'm feeling satisfied.
I feel good. Thank you so much for
My
joining
fiance's
us.
just sat on the sofa, just laughing at me burping. I don't know why you're laughing. This one's coming straight to you after this.
Gonna get all these burps. All this gas.
Oh, thanks for having me on, guys.
Yeah,
I've
no
been,
Yeah,
I've
thank
been
you.
crazy excited for this.
It's been an absolute pleasure, and we're so glad you reached out. We do a thing at the end of each of our episodes where we give basically an award. Sarah likes to describe it as a high school superlative for each album. We call it a ReBrewski over here, but we were curious if you had any thoughts about what type of award we could give to Penis Music Volume 2.
Most built up smegma goes to. Cockaholics for Penis Music Volume 2.
Beautiful.
I will print that out and frame it in my house.
Yeah,
we'll send
we'll
it to
send
you.
you the file.
Thank you
Incredible.
very much for having me on, guys.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank you so much
thank
for
you.
absolutely joining us.
Let me give a few quick shout outs before I head off.
Oh, for
yeah,
sure.
plug it.
Shout out Alki Boys, obviously. Ooh, I'm drunk now. I hate you guys.
We did it.
Shout out Nicodonia, Damien Farron, Tomu, No One, Saint Lazare, Schwizzle, Livy Minshall can't take a joke. Thank you.
And do you want to plug your social media?
Yeah, it's underscore Cockaholics on Instagram because some cunt took the first one.
What a bitch.
and Cockaholics1 on Twitter for the same reason. Oh, thank you very much, guys.
Yeah,
Thanks for
thank
having
you
me
so
on.
much again.
Thank you guys so much for listening to this episode and joining our little chat with our dear friend now, Cockaholics. If you want to find us on Twitter and Instagram, we are at Album ReBrews. And
Thanks for listening, fellas.
Thanks,
thanks
guys.
for listening.